let me introduce myself, and you all know me. I don't think it's really necessary for me to introduce myself in detail, but I would say, let me just hint you what has been going on and why I'm quite excited to be hosting this meeting for all of us today. So I'll start from the awardee, being an awardee, where we got our award. So after which I mobilized people from River State, and we went further. We met Miwike. We got the scholarship. I was prepared. So that's why I'm the first person who traveled for the scholarship. So I traveled after I got another scholarship from Wike, River State governor, and I came to the UK. And before I relocated to the UK, for me, it was about how do I ensure every one of us relocate. I'm quite optimistic, but I'm a realist. With what the vice president said on stage that day, I kind of realized that even if they had promised that we would all travel out, not everyone over the years had traveled out. So how do I encourage others to join me? Because the more we are exposed, get that exposure, get that academic experience, international experience, the more we would advance. So I came in, I made enough research, so that's why I started, I got into the Yali networks, became a Mandela Washington Fellow, applied for the opportunity to be an alumni, and I was selected, and it was my first trial. So I kept disturbing everyone, shaking everyone I could shake, because I really needed to get that much information, that much support to ensure every one of us move. It's all about all of us, impacting all of us. So after I was studying, and it was really successful, because not only was I given the opportunity to partner with my supervisor to publish articles and all of that, I came with my family, got pregnant and gave birth in the UK while I was still studying. The COVID was hitting, my husband got an amazing job, and I was working in an amazing place, after which I got an offer to stay back to work in a company that sponsors Tier 2, that we'll talk about later also. And while I was carrying out my Mandela Washington Fellowship training with the Presidential Precinct, it was amazing that I got to network with a lot of people globally. And I finished, and it was amazing. I'm wondering why not a lot of people don't know about this opportunity, but it gives you room to have every single access to the US government portal, the connects, US exchange alumni across the globe. I'm now a member of the International Leadership Association, all of which I don't even know how to maximize, and more. I barely go there because I'm like, okay, which project do I want to do this time? We have access to funds, grant opportunities are there. So why do I limit myself when we can actually collaborate and apply for this grant and we'll carry out these things together? I would say, okay, well, since we form like one of the criteria for us to get those grant opportunities is to ensure, thank you very much, Blessing, I'm seeing your comment. One of the things I thought of that, okay, instead of me to just minimize myself, I would say I used to tell myself I'm not as intelligent as a lot of you out there, right? For me, I just keep moving based on rubbing shoulders, asking questions, getting that support from everyone and trying to support one another, because it's a give and take relationship. Generally, life is all about giving and taking, and that's how we move. So it's not about crowd, but the few who are here today, how do we rub minds and move? The world is growing so fast that if we just keep waiting and folding our arms, we will be so stuck, So all of this, I've decided that, okay, let's see how I could tell you about. We have a company, most importantly. We got here, we registered our company, it's been amazing. Our company, Interrail Resources Limited, now we have Interrail Scholars, and what we do is we assist people back in Africa to relocate. Tier 2, study visa, all of that, we assist them relocate. We assist them settle in, most importantly. So we assist with academic support, we assist with getting accommodation, we assist with giving jobs when you've arrived here in the UK. So we render services to those ones who are already here and are stuck, don't have a good job, those ones who those ones who just relocated and they are struggling, where they are working, they are struggling, or they are academically, they are struggling. All of this support we offer. Because when I started school, I remember at that time, this is my second master's. I have had scholarship with the British Council before. At that time, I was the only one who graduated out of about 7 Africans who were in my class. Everyone had carryover, they had spillovers. And that was one thing I thought of it, that we could actually I could actually create a platform where we can start supporting people, assisting them to pass. So we're assisting you come to the UK, assisting you setting in the UK, assisting you ace your grades, assisting you get a job, and also exploring other opportunities here and creating communities in the UK for one another for us to help, ourselves. So I think that is all about me for now. So we'll be talking about all of that and see how we would move. And I'll also talk about my NGOs back in Nigeria. I have a team. So we have Food Bank, we have Victoria's Foundation, and we have the mentoring, human development opportunity NGO. So I would talk about all of that. So let me begin with, which one do I begin with? Let me begin with the Mandela Washington Fellowship Program. So the Mandela Washington Fellowship Program, I know Comrade Daniel will agree with me, it's a very rigorous process to apply, very, very rigorous. And it was my first application. I wouldn't say I did it all by myself. I didn't. I attended events that were talking about how to apply, got support of alumni to go through my work before I submitted, got views on what are they expecting of me. So it was not all my effort alone, but I went all out there to get the support I needed to apply. And that was how I got in. So if you really want to apply for next time, you could actually contact me. Now I'm an alumni also, and we could get you the support you need to ensure you are in. So you benefit from all I've mentioned, get the opportunity, all the opportunities that the US government, gives to you. So I'll be everly willing. The more of us who are in there, the more we will keep moving and we'll keep achieving things and we'll support each other. It's very, very rigorous. Trust me, I wouldn't advise you to apply yourself. I've had people say they have applied 7 times and all that, they kept getting rejected. If you do it on your own, you might be stopped because you don't know what is expected of you. So yes, for next year, I would communicate and share the links. So for whoever who are interested, let's start on time to apply, and you get that support. You send your application, what you've written, and would get people who help you restructure it or advise you on how to go around it and what is expected of you, what they want to see, in that application. Then why would I say, okay, as an alumni, how do we benefit as a presidential awardee? As an alumni, as a Mandela Washington Fellowship alumni, we have a platform that is very strong. Yearly members are not joking. It is, in short, sometimes I feel like, do I even really want to speak? The amazing things this community is doing is, it's mind-blowing. Right. So what if we create that synergy between the presidential awardees and the Mandela Washington Fellowship alumni? So we benefit from, as we all benefit as a US through me and every other person. Also, Daniel, Comrade Daniel is a yearly member. We see how we could still benefit and develop our communities through the projects you're doing. All it takes is we collaborating, and I will apply for the grants, and we would all pitch the ideas to the US government and get the US government in. So we all get the US government to approve our projects. They fund it and we execute. That way our communities are benefiting from it. I'm not just limiting it to myself, but the most important thing is the projects we are executing in our communities. Is it impacting lives? That's the most important thing. It's not because, for me, I would say I have social enterprise. I'm more about the people, solving problems. So there is no way we say, okay, we want to relocate to the UK, they should fund it. Or no, they wouldn't do that. But our projects, we would all agree that we all got here because we executed community development projects. So we are used to this kind of thing. We know how it works. So such projects that got us here, we can actually execute in various, and we write a proper proposal. I would supply us, with the information that needed. We'll create group on specific projects, and we see how we could execute it together. We'll pitch it to the US government, and we execute this project. There are some projects I've already applied for grants for, but there are unlimited opportunities for us to tap into, and we'll see how we go from there. The NGO that I founded and some of the things we are doing. So I would let me start with the food bank. Let me start with the food bank. So we have a bigger umbrella, which is Victoria AIDS Foundation. We have a foundation. Under the foundation, we have a food bank. The food bank caters for the less privileged, people who can't afford to feed. We have a special number to call. You can refer people or tell someone about us, and they call us for support. Pregnant women, old women, children, people who can't afford to feed. Because this came about when we got into the UK the first time, and the health visitor came to visit my child. We're not broke, but they asked us if we needed food support, we should call a number. And I'm like, if a Western world can have such, such leverage, such, beautiful support, be giving support to their people when the standard of living here is, what is stopping us? So I felt, okay, that we should actually have such opportunities, especially you would understand with me, those of us from, I know hunger is everywhere in Nigeria, food inflation, hunger is something else back home. So I decided that while people are suffering, why don't I create this opportunity and see how people would stop being hungry, to alleviate the hunger, poverty, and all of that. So that is one angle of our food bank. And one of the things we could actually see how to work together for those ones who have food merchandise, or maybe sell food items, you like Comrade Daniel, who does fish. Instead of buying from the general public, we could actually buy from you instead. You could be supplying us. Also, you can actually have your own food bank in your own communities, and see how we could spread the food bank initiative across Nigeria, because in my proposal to the US government, I say it's going to be across Africa. We have a website. Which is feedmefoodbank.africa. So the name of the food bank is called Feed Me. So we could see how we could collaborate on that. Then also we have one of our initiative is the one we call Guard Your Success. And this is for secondary school students. You agree with me that most students now, they've been misguided by social media, thinking that the only way to be successful, to get fame and money and all of that, is through some very limited, not to say those people are not successful, it's not good, but they are not looking up to doctors and people who are educated and all of that anymore. They want to be musicians, they want to be rappers, they want to be models, and that is all they are limited to. That is all their mind thinks success lays, that's the only path to success. So in that case, and there is now the drug taking of hard, substance and all of that in schools these days. So this initiative is to educate, mentor, change and reorientate these children, these young adults, these teenagers in secondary schools, and attach them to a coach, a mentor, someone who would guide them through and let them see a greater light in success, another way, let them protect, and not just following peer pressure. So I'm not going to talk about that too detailed, because I can go on and on and on. So we have started in Lagos State, partnering with the Lagos State Government Education Board. And is another one I would like us to see how we could work together, especially those ones, one of us who are mentors, who have mentoring platforms and all of that. We could actually see how we could move that forward. Also, we also have the initiative of human development. And human development, I mean, since I studied HR, human resources, HR, my first master's here in the UK also, one of the reasons I went there is to reduce unemployment across Africa. Well, we started with the Niger Delta region, River State to be specific. So we organize skill acquisition projects. And that's also what I did while I was serving that got me the award. So organize skill acquisition projects. We assist people with their CVs, help them, assist them get jobs, and everything that regards building skill linking them with the right job and mentoring, coaching young people, coaching graduates and undergraduates, on being more industrious and getting a job, so if there's any way you think we can partner on that. Personally, I'm a career coach. So what do? I enjoy talking to people, encouraging them on how to explore opportunities. So I don't just talk about encouraging you, but I find the opportunity and give it to you, and I guide you through what do you want to do. So I'm a career coach, especially here in the UK. That's why we have a company that assists people get jobs, assists people settle in, assists people with personal branding. You would agree with me that for someone who has had series of awards, someone who, I wouldn't say I was the smartest, trust me, I was one of the, I think while I was in primary school, if I get second to the last, oh my God, I'll be jubilating at that time. So people ask me, how did you even get here in the first place? And how were you able to get good grades in school? And how were you able to always move forward and keep moving? It's not about making noise. It's about, for me, personal branding, knowing what you want and going for it, knowing how to get what you want. There are some people who are doing way more than I can ever imagine doing. But they've applied for the Mandela Washington Fellowship 7 times and they are giving up. But I would say it's not because I'm intelligent, but it's because I have studied what it's like and what it takes to get that thing you want. And that is what I do. I coach people to ensure they achieve their career goals and get wealthy. It's tiring that everyone is broke and most everybody now is, no, thank God for everything. God has brought all of us together to assist others. And before we can assist others, we have to be at the peak of our own career also, ensure that we are growing at least, even if we are not there. We can never be there. Me, I am myself. I am growing. That's why I'm here today, to see how we could rub minds and grow, and how I could lean on you and you could lean on me and we could grow together. That's the most important thing. So that about the NGOs. So what we can do as regards collaboration and sourcing for funds, actually, this is my scope: human development, everything as regards human development and community development, specifically in the South region and across Africa. So if you have an initiative that you feel, okay, for example, someone proposed supplying wheelchairs, to those ones who are in the hospital, especially those ones who can't afford it, for example. It's an initiative we could collaborate. We get the funding, you execute it in your community. I execute it in my community. Always, we both execute it in your community first, then we execute it in my community, or execute it community after community, depending on how it would go. But it has to be, I have to make sure that it's also executed in my community as well, because I am very passionate about bringing development to my community. So I'd say I'm a human and community development specialist and professional. So that is the manner at which I'm looking at us collaborating. So we can also open NGOs, and I be one of the trustees of your NGO. That way we could also get funds. If you have businesses, they also sponsor businesses that are social enterprise, businesses that are solving real problems solving problems across Africa. So I could actually be a trustee of your NGO. In that manner, I can now apply being a trustee of your NGO. So we could explore that also. That's another way we could work together. I'm thinking of other ways we could collaborate and how I could assist, us getting benefits from the US government, and see how we can grow and develop our projects and all we are doing to be encouraged. I understand that getting funding can be very, very annoying and discouraging, as if you're begging people for it. And that is why I really wish we had grown, we as presidential awardees, had grown from this stage of WhatsApp, and we now have an app or even a website where we can share, ideas. There is column for those ones who introduce yourself. So you can click on that column and would read, well, okay, what is this person into? And, be advanced. That is one I really, really look forward to, when our platform could go to that level, and I discussed this with Dr. George and Rita's husband. I don't know if she's still around, but And I really would read those of us who know how to build websites. It's another area. It would be amazing for us to see how we can get that done. Nothing too elaborate, but we can start somewhere for the presidential awardees so that we can all learn, benefit, collaborate. We should have such platform where we can, experience such and share ideas, So I think we'll talk about that later on. As we said, any question you can drop at the chat in the chat box and we'll address it later on, one after the other. Then the next thing I want to talk about now is Inter Resources Limited. Inter Resources Limited is we say we help people go global. That is our goal. I'm a co-founder. I and my husband, we had the company back in Nigeria. I'm nearly relocated to the UK. The first thing we did was register a company here in the UK. And we are doing excellently well. And why do we say we are doing excellently well? We partner with people across the UK, US, and Canada. But our strength is the UK because we've never had anyone being turned down visa before, and it's been growing. So what do we do when we help you, assist you relocate from Africa to the UK or Canada, but I would just say UK for now. We assist you relocate to the UK. We assist you settling down accommodation, sharing job offers to you and all your, including you studying. If you're struggling academically, we have provision for that. And you settling in the UK, all about relocating and settling in the UK, that's all we do. So when it comes to the opportunity, job opportunity or partnership opportunity I was talking about, you could refer people to us and you get your referral fee for referring, and people have been making it. There was a period when everyone who referred to us were getting £100, for every referral. Yes, very, very true, sincerely. And the interesting thing is, because it comes in both ways. If you refer to us, you refer someone to us and the person pays a referral fee, and the person, you refer someone to us and the person pays us a fee, then you get way more. If you refer someone to us and the person doesn't pay at all, you still get something very tangible. People have gotten as much as £100, and the least we have given is 50,000 naira per referral. That is the least we have given. We partner with agencies, we partner with universities, we partner with people all around the UK that pay us, and we give you your own share of it. So that is an opportunity you can start maximizing. While we're waiting. Then another one is that you could actually benefit from is this work sponsorship one. So, but let me finish with it. So if you want to study, you as an individual, you want to study in the UK, we could actually help you out. I wouldn't promise you scholarship. We are yet to create that platform where we'll be assisting people apply for scholarships and give scholarships idea. It's not available yet, but we could do that together and create that platform. But there are other ways you could actually come easily and cheaper. So what do I mean by that? You would show your interest, especially where people are stuck is where when they need to show their bank statement. We assist you with that, showing you a bank statement that will help you come to the UK, So you don't need all the about 20 million thereabout, you don't, or more, actually more. You don't need all that money. You can start with the little you have. And the first step is even you getting your offer. So one thing that made me come first, that was the first person to have arrived in the UK, was I already had an offer even before Wike proposed, Wike gave me the scholarship. So immediately he gave me the money. I am ready. I showed him my offer immediately. Everyone was shocked. I had my offer down. So don't worry, if you want to travel, get your offer, get an offer down first. It doesn't cost anything for us to get you an offer. So we'll get you an offer and the process begins. Then we'll now start knowing how to get the funds, but at least start something. If not, you will remain there if you're waiting for the bigger picture before you start moving. So let's start with what is attainable first, which is you getting an offer. So if you want to come by scholarship, then when that scholarship opportunity comes, you are ready. It's not then you start looking for offer. So that is one way I feel we should all be prepared. At the end of this meeting, I'll actually put up the company's email address and although the CEO is present at this meeting today because he's the one who assisted me with setting up and all of that, I would have wanted him to say one or two things, but since I specified that it is just for presidential awardees, subsequently you would hear from him and he would tell you all about studying in the UK and how you could benefit from studying in the UK. Then working, let me go to the tier 2. So for those ones who are not interested in studying, you can actually come from the UK to work, come from Africa to work in the UK. So I currently work with a company here in the UK that gives tier 2 sponsorship. And that is why I'm not coming home, relocating back. So they give tier 2 sponsorship, and you don't necessarily have to be a student to transit to tier 2 sponsorship. No, you can actually be a transit to tier 2 sponsorship back from Africa to come here. It's not difficult. All you just need is £6,000. It's way cheaper than the £14,000 school fees. So you need your £6,000 plus your travel expenses, which includes visa and all of that. So you would right now we only have room for those who want to come as doctors, nurses, care workers. We are still exploring others. They sponsored HRO, which is me because I was already here, but we are also exploring other opportunities. So you could always contact us. So for nurses, doctors, we'll talk about that. But for social care workers, I'll talk about that now because we have that slot available for people who are interested. I can't say we can accept everybody, no, but you show your interest. And what do I mean by that? Send me a message that you really want to come for the social care work. You need £6,000 for that. After the £6,000, you pay £1,000, £2,000 first, after which would assist you you would do an interview, the whole process, and you don't need to be experienced. No, you don't need to. It's all about you caring for people when you come here. I know it sounds off, but trust me, people are doing it and doing well at it. At least it's just for you to just leave to leave Africa, leave Nigeria if you really want to relocate. And for me, from my own experience, it's been easier for me to execute things back home because I have the financial capacity to do that. You would agree with me that pounds has been very strong compared to Naira. So I pump in the little I pump in, it generates, I've been enjoying both worlds of benefiting here and benefiting back in Nigeria. So I don't mind saying we should actually come here, have a team back home that helping you execute your project, follow it. The world has become very digital. Talk to your team, have meetings with people back home and see how we move forward as we are doing here today. So I would say if you're interested in that, so you email me or WhatsApp me. You have my WhatsApp number, and we'll see how we'll talk extensively on how we would start putting things in motion. So I'm thinking of what next. Then for those ones who can mentor, I'm really requesting for mentors. If you can mentor, you're an engineer, even if you don't, even if you're a hairdresser, you have one skill or the other, you don't mind mentoring, preferably unpaid mentorship. But we can also, for those ones who are very skilled, who want paid mentorship, no problem. We'll see how, if you don't mind. Yes, the CEO has actually my husband has dropped our website. Please explore. Yes, go to www.interrailscholars.com/job or go to www.interrailscholars.com and explore our website. Everything you need is on that website. As regards the job, as everything you need about studying, relocating, support, academic support is on our website, www.interrailscholars.com. So at this point, I think I have discussed most of what I actually wanted to talk about today. So I would want us to discuss now. Let me stop talking. All of us can rub minds. So if you want to say something, ask question and all that, you would raise your hands and I would tell you to unmute. But first of all, I think we should look at what is in the comments, and I would address everything in the comments first. Okay. About how do we collaborate, because fish farming on a large scale. Okay, as regards fish farming in Gombe, this is very interesting because even if, I don't know how you can, if you smoke fish, I rather it is like smoked fish, let it not be too messy let it be easier to transport to Gombe. Alternatively, we could organize, if you don't mind, it would be amazing if we could collaborate and say, you want to train people on fish farming and the business of fish farming also, that we can also collaborate on. They'll be very happy to sponsor and see how to expand fish farming across the South region too. So we can actually have fish farming businesses across Nigeria. If it's something that is very good, you can actually defend it. Oh wow, this is amazing. So does he also? So this is something. Please, if you can go through the chat box and see, to everyone who is doing fish farming, we could actually create something. So I'm just going to write down. So you could actually chat me up. I'll create a group for fish farmers. I'll create a group for those ones who are into fish farming. And I'll add us on that group and see how we could work together. We'll create a group on WhatsApp and we'll have another meeting and see how we could drop minds and begin working on that. Okay, so if there is any other field you think you want to drop in for, further collaboration, anyone, mentorship program, okay, mentorship, anyone who has mentorship program, training, human development project, any of that you do, it's something we could look into, because if you notice, if you say a mentorship program, those ones who are doing fishing too could participate. So they could actually train on how to carry out the business and their area, their strength, how to preserve and all of that. If you notice, everything is kind of linked, is very much linked. So those ones who have mentorship, who are interested in mentorship programs, please, if you don't mind, you can just indicate in the chat box too. Okay, I'll actually drop it on our group. So I'm quite careful on dropping information on our group, so I'm not all over, only me putting up,
Just give it WhatsApp.
Yes. WhatsApp, but how do I get?
You could drop the information.
Well, I think that are participating now.
But I think dropping it on that group because you know how the group is. There are a lot of persons there that they don't have like minds. Forget the fact that we are all presidential awardees. You get, because now, for instance, this information was posted there. Not everybody declared interest to participate in the event.
Very
so
true.
Some just imagine that in the group, you see that they bring up a particular thing to say, we want to do this. But by the end of the day, you see a lot of people that will come and just rubbish the thought and all that. The person trying to do it, they would just, so I think there should be an excluded group for this, except someone who later on declares interest and be like, okay, what did you guys talk about there? Or maybe I have somebody who I'm close with that I know this person has passion for this. You get? So I can like, okay, we'll have something that is going on. Would you mind joining us or something? Then you can include the person. Because putting it that way, you will even see a lot of people that way. They may even say things that may even discourage you in particular. You understand?
Exactly.
I saw.
They have done it this morning.
I saw a particular comment where, okay, I think you in particular, you have to respond to say, the fewer persons you have, the more engaging the conversation will be and stuff like that. You understand? And when we are talking about creating a WhatsApp, the WhatsApp may not really be for us to deliberate on some issues a lot of times, because discussing on WhatsApp used to be boring. You get? So I think this shouldn't be what we now start considering like data. No. You have to put in your resources to get what you want. You understand? Believe me, if our conversations on that group are to be carried out on Zoom, we will achieve more meaningful results than carrying out meetings on WhatsApp. You understand? So WhatsApp group may be a particular platform where we can share some ideas. But when it has to do with, maybe we need to really meet, talk about this and all that, I think Zoom Teams is actually the best platform for us to achieve maximum results. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What you said is understandable, But my own talk is this. WhatsApp is still okay, where you can store some, where you can send some information to us, right? Then if you want to have our Zoom meeting, you can put it there that we're going to have our Zoom meeting so time, so day. Because I'm considering your time factor. Sometimes you don't have time. Understand?
WhatsApp. Hello.
Please, if you don't mind, so that we could all hear ourselves. I like the fact that we're coordinated, but so that we could be better coordinated, maybe we'll just raise up our hands, if you don't mind, sorry, so that one after the other, you know, I will talk that way. Thank you very much I'm very happy about this. So I don't know if when you talk, please, if you don't mind, you just tell me your name, your first name, so that I could just write it down and I know who suggested what and how we could move forward, and everyone, at least we could relate with the name.
Yeah, I'm Musa Biochak.
Okay.
Sorry, my name is Darlington.
Sorry, Darlington. Sorry, if you don't mind, Musa was
Biochak.
actually talking. Sorry, please, Darlington. Yeah, Musa.
Yeah, I'm very much happy with your program and very interesting.
Okay.
Still in support of the WhatsApp group for information. So when you create this WhatsApp group, I think it will be very much easy to pass information. Then when in any time that we want to meet, we can meet in Zoom. You understand?
Okay.
So WhatsApp and this WhatsApp, it could be an avenue for those who have interest in a particular area, maybe fish or any other entrepreneurship. You understand?
Yeah. I kind of think that's same thing he was insinuating, that whenever we want to have something serious to talk about, we would put it on there and we'll talk on Zoom, but we'll have the WhatsApp different from the general WhatsApp so that we don't get discouraged and we don't have that negative energy, you know.
And to me, we are all mature. I don't think somebody can discourage someone based on what he or she wanted to do. You understand? Don't mind anybody. So it's meant for the person that have interest in a particular area. You understand? So to me, no, there's nobody can discourage someone on what he or she is intended doing.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Musa. Dozier, yes, you can unmute yourself and speak. Sorry.
All right. Thank you, Victoria, for this platform. Darlington has actually said most of the things I wanted to say. So just to add briefly, if there are very maybe pertinent or urgent informations that you really want us to pick from here, so I suggest you could drop it at the chat while we'll just screen grab it or copy it and then find a place. You can always have a place to paste it, and because when the meeting ends, we'll not be able to get it again from the chat. Or you put it on the chat and tell us, okay, there is an information there. Either we screen grab or copy it and paste somewhere and read up the information later. Even while I'm still WhatsApp group and everything is still fine. It's just for the meeting going on now. If there's any very important information we need us to get, you can put it there. So we'll screen grab. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dozier. Oyelami, sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name well. Please unmute yourself and you can talk.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Oyelami. You can always call me Leki.
Okay,
I'm also one of the 2015 awardee. In fact, this is the first time I'm hearing something very interesting in the group. It was educative and well interesting. But I came in late, trying to log in, having some issue. I have to update my Zoom before logging in. So I didn't start off with you guys. What I just want to point out is, I don't know, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Yes, we can all hear you.
What I want to say is that you made mention of people that are into fish farming and other training.
Yes.
We are not all in the same location. How do you come in? I'm a fish farmer in Oyo State. Somebody is talking about Gombe. How do we harness things together? What kind of benefit are you looking at? I just, I don't know, maybe you have explained that in the past, but I just want you to share more light on it, please. Okay. Thank you.
So, as I said when we started, thank you very much, Leke. So I will just answer your question briefly. For those ones of us who are in different states, it still makes it powerful, because what could we do? We could actually either we see how to share, we could create a group, we can actually open an NGO or a company, for example, get grants, and you would actually get it into, invest in your fish business. We could actually create a different fish idea. It could be packaging, for example, for those ones who do fish farming. So, okay, let's have a marketing or an fish export company where you would be, all of us could be board of directors, and in that manner would see how to get support from the US government and produce fish in mass. What do you even call it again? Process the fish and all of that and export it. In that manner, we could also get financial support. Also, we could actually do this training, mentoring people in other states, in your states and in other states. So we would all talk, since we have, the most important thing is we all have something in common, which is fish. I'm not into fish, but all of you that. So how I can benefit from the fishing is the fact that I can actually supply, you guys can actually supply to the food banks that we have across Africa. And also I could also introduce, create maybe just a leaflet or something like that, something that, I could always put out on our yearly groups that, okay, that we do fishing, or we are doing fish training. Trainings is one way to sell yourself. So you guys can actually come and talk about how the fish training or fishing has been very interesting, and how it's been creative, and how they can benefit from you, being in the fish farming. And you would have people who will flock to request and start ordering your fish, your products, and to hotels too. You would agree with me that the world right now, they are battling with hunger. So anything you're doing in that food, hunger, alleviation, and all of that is welcomed, so we could actually benefit in that manner, all of which we'll talk about in the chat, and we'll drop minds and see what we can do one after, pick one very strong idea or project, and we'll all work together in that manner. I don't know if that answers, if I tried to answer the question in that, if I answered it, Lekki.
Yes, you have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Adeshola, your hands. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Okay. Thanks so much for this privilege. Actually, I joined in late, but I'm hearing about fish farming now. I don't know if it's possible for you to summarize what has been discussed so far. I'm so sorry, please. That's what I want to say, please. Thank you.
So I spoke about travel opportunities as relocating to the UK, opportunities to relocate to the UK earlier. I spoke about, of which I mentioned the tier 2 and the tier 4 opportunities, that study in the UK, then work, how you could relocate to the UK through work. We have an opportunity now. There is slots for people who want to work in the UK. So if you're interested to work, relocate will actually help you move and come as a professional to work in the UK. So you contact Interrail, you go to our website, www.interrailscholars.com. You will see all the information about studying and working, relocating to work in the UK. Then also I spoke about opportunities, becoming a yearly alumni. So I'm now a Mandela Washington Fellowship, as most of you know, and applying for it was rigorous. I spoke about how we could actually support each other for more people to become an alumni, and how the benefit that is accrued to it. Being an alumni, you become a US exchange partner, you become a yearly a member, you become an international leader, you be part of the International Leadership Association, and there is room for grants on the US government page. We all have partners, we all have our unique password that gives us opportunities for great networking across the globe, and grant benefits from the US government. So all of which I'm saying that, okay, I can't do this on my own. There is no way I can benefit from this on my own. So how do we work together, create groups and see how we can get more people who are, Comrade Daniel is a Yali member, but not Mandela Washington, but he also would have, he knows about projects and how we could actually work together. So that's why people, if they sponsor businesses that there is social enterprise, so that would benefit, solve a problem, a unique problem like hunger, violence, all of that. So they sponsor all of that. So we can create group and see how we could collaborate. Either register an NGO in a very unique field, of which I'll be one of the board of directors, or if you have an NGO already, you could actually see how we could collaborate, because they need to see, they always want to see that a US exchange member is one of your team before they want to sponsor. So I'll become one of your member, and we would apply for grants together, rub minds and see how to benefit from this platform. With my link in there right now, not only would we be doing this, I could see how I could also market some of our skill and all we are doing on our platforms and see how to, benefit from them. Now we have links, and that's what I was actually saying. We should, all of us who are in other associations, see how we can attract, those benefits into the presidential awardees. Let's see how we can all benefit in our different areas, and let's be informed. Let's keep ourselves updated on global opportunities. Then what else did I talk about? Then I spoke about the NGOs I run, Feed Me Food Bank, and how we could work together, and how you could own your own food banks in your communities, and we see how we work together. Then I have also Guard Your Success for secondary school students, how we mentor them, coach them, and see how to ensure that they are reoriented on what success is about and being successful, really successful is about. So we started in Lagos, and we partnered with the Lagos Education Board. And it's something you could also buy in, and we could work together on that. Then I have human development projects also that we execute. We started in Rivers State, where we assist graduates and undergraduates get jobs, assist them with their CVs, trainings, and all of that. So these are the major things I've spoken about. So I don't know if that helps. So it's not just fish farming. Fish farming is one area that has indicated we have seen a synergy, like people are into. So you could actually, okay, I think this is Rita, asking if you need IELTS to relocate to the UK. Okay, let me finish with this. Let me just conclude that. So yes, this is also, it depends on what you do. You can actually mention it. We'll create a group for everyone who attended this meeting, and I would ensure that we'd all join that group, and we could talk further and create other groups like the fish farming, everyone who is into fish farming, anything fishing, fish, we'll see how to create a different group. I would have a meeting and create a strong project together where we'll get sponsorship from the US government and prepare for grant opportunities. Then other areas to see how to conduct that. I would say I'm quite a busy person, unfortunately, but we would make sure that would work. And I know all of us here are busy, but we'll create that time that would all meet. We'll see when is the best time to meet, early in the morning or later in the evening, the weekend, and all of that. And we'll meet and we'll talk about how to move forward. But please, I would insinuate again, I mentioned it, please, I really wouldn't want any of us to be dragging anybody back. If you're really not interested in it, it's fine to leave. There is no offense to it, so we just need people who are very productive, very serious-minded people, because the world is moving at a very fast pace. And you would agree with me that even if sometimes we lie to ourselves, it's a competitive world. So we need only serious-minded people who would add something and who truly want to benefit, not discourage others or jeopardize all our efforts. Thank you very much. I don't know if that helps, Adeshola. Okay. Hi, Adeshola. Okay, I guess. Okay, so the next question someone asked is if you need IELTS to relocate to the UK. Depends. If you want to study in the UK, some schools, yes, accept IELTS, but a lot of schools we work with also, you don't necessarily need IELTS. But if you want to work, to relocate to work, yes, you need to write IELTS, but you need a band score of 4. I know all of us can, it's 4 was 4, nothing high. So minimum of 4 band score. Yes, so then, okay, yes, I will create a WhatsApp group. And the website, again, is, I will type it in the chat, www.interrel Interior Scholars. So www.interrealscholars.com is our website. It's not sending. So www.interrealscholars.com is our website. So you could explore on our website all we offer. Yes, I don't know if there's any other question you would want to ask. I noticed some people left the group. Unfortunately, I don't know how we're going to do that. If anyone can advise on, I would like us to just even create a group right there. We just have that group down. Alternatively, I could just drop my number. Well, private chat me. My number is on the group. Sorry, I'm going to give everyone this just. You can private chat, just say hi, and I would get you up and put you in a different group. Everyone who is attended today. So I think that's what we can do. If there's any other question, Daniel, Mr. Daniel, any question? You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. There are some questions I actually dropped in the group. I don't know if you see it in the group chat. Then one of the questions here, I say, can non-professional apply for work visa?
Can who?
Non-professional, non-professional.
Yes. So we have, depends on what your area of expertise is, right? When I mean expertise, you don't have to be a professional. So for example, what do you currently do? What we even have now, the slots we even have now, you don't even need to be a professional. Are you married, please?
Yes.
Okay, so you can come with your partner. So your wife can work as a social care worker while you are free to own your business. You can free to do anything, get another job and all of that. So that way you can come with your family, and it's even way beneficial for those ones who are coming with their families. That way you guys can benefit, it benefits those ones more. Those ones come with family. But if you're single too, it's also beneficial. The most important thing is for you to leave. You don't need to be special, have any, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. So we'll talk, if you are interested, we'll talk further. We have 1 hour free consultation on our website, and just show your interest and we'll talk about it and we'll guide you. We have we have professionals in areas. We also assist with writing of CVs, constructing your personal statements and all of that. We assist with all of that. So to ensure that if you want to study work or all of that, we would guide you on how to attempt the interviews, even at interviews, even if not just to relocate to the UK. So yes, I work with other professionals to ensure you get that support. Thank you. I don't know if that answers your question, Daniel.
Yes, so I want to also ask if, as a woman, what measure are you putting in place for this women empowerment?
Well, for women empower.
Sorry to stop you. Another question: is there any program you put in place for environmental and sanitation? Because I'm a volunteer to Chi organization, Creative Hands Innovation Initiative. We are into environmental and sanitation. The another one is, we are talking of fish farming. We are also into agricultural produce such as plantation, those things. Can't we go mentoring into all these things?
Yes, so all of which I said we will talk extensively. We'll pick one area, those ones who are in those area, in that particular area. For example, as I use that word, the farming or mentorship, you show your interest on the special group we are creating. Then we'll create a Zoom meeting where we'll all talk and see what we can do. And that strong project we can put together and execute. If it needs any support, is it financial support we need to execute that project, we'll apply for it. Is it the US government just being present and giving us an expert rate in that area, they give to us and all of that. So we'll create that on the group and see how we work together henceforth. So yes, on the group, please. So if there's any other question, absence of question, I think we should round up so we can all go and do other things. We spent about 45 minutes already. Thank you for everyone messaging me privately. I'm receiving the notification.
Okay, thank you, Victoria. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
We hope to share a similar section subsequent time.
Definitely. I look forward to it. And all of us, I want the same energy from every one of us here today, because we are all distinguished. We are leaders in our own different fields, and even together we have that same mindset. So I won't mind any one of us also thinking of something you want us to talk about, you want to train us about business of anything, please, I will be very, very happy to attend. I want us to, even you can put it on the group. I want such, productive messages on the group. I want us to also put things that would help us grow on the group. People can learn. And also in our private chats also, we are very happy to share ideas and support one another. Thank you very much, guys. I guess we should end the meeting now. So I'll be the last person to log out. I'm that nice. So just to let you know, if you have any questions, I'm here until everyone logs out. It's fine. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you.